Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Driving Perilously, the show in which we turn on the phone and talk about what it is that's going on. What it is that's going on is I would love to shave, but I think I'll wait till February 12th when my show is over. I need a beard for that show. I don't need a beard this big for that show. So who knows, I might trim it. Probably not. I'll just see how long it'll get because I can't imagine ever having a beard this long again in my life. So I might as well see how long it'll go and then be done with it. That's what I think I'm going to do. Can't imagine anyone's interested in that story, but that's the story that I've just told. Huh. Interesting. Not that interesting. All right. So, what's going on? So, our show is highly acclaimed. Critically, the audiences love it. And they might add more performances. It's my first show at this particular playhouse. I would say that's probably the main thing, is that when I'm working somewhere for the first time, I'm not as comfortable. And so it's really been a process where I've been getting acclimated to that playhouse and to those people. What I love about the artistic process as opposed to a regular job is that it does change all the time. It's project oriented. Once you finish a play, you move on, as opposed to a 9-to-5 where you have the same boss and the same coworkers and the same whatever. Obviously, they both change, but a play has a particular stop date, but it also has a particular performance date. So you have the rehearsal process, then you have the performance process, and then it's over. As opposed to a job that seems like it's going to just go on forever. Nothing ever does go on forever, but it seems like it will, and it doesn't have that ending. It's not project oriented. It's forever and forever, or let's say indeterminate. So then you get to decide again if you're going to work with those people. If you're not going to work with those people, maybe you don't have the opportunity. So there's always more risk because you're getting a job again and again and again, as opposed to once every year or once every 2 years or once every 20 years, you're having to get a job again and again. When I work with the group for the first time, there's always the idea that you get to do that again. It's the start of something new, but it may turn into a one-off. You just don't know. So I was talking with our star, who is beloved, and he has a one-man show, and he'd love to do his one-man show wherever, but since he's starting here, he's his first time here, he's thinking of bringing his one-man show here. And I think it'd be a great idea if he were to be in another show to a couple days a week do his one-man show in between and harken back to the success, which presumably would be a year ago if he did a show next year. But we'll see. None of those decisions are within my power, or do I even know about those types of things. I was talking to someone else who is involved in 3 shows concurrently. Wow. And he said that when he's not involved in so many shows, he checks all the ticket sales for all the local theaters. And I thought, wow, the business end of this theater stuff is something that I don't know anything about. So I guess that's about it for what's going on with me. It's nice to have a couple days off. It's nice to have a steady gig that goes for a few weeks as opposed to 1 or 2 performances or even 6 performances. It's nice to work somewhere new, meet a bunch of new people, and because they also have a wonderful restaurant, we've been getting a lot of wonderful food as well. And cabarets, a chance to hear our co-workers sing a completely different song of their choosing at the end of a long day. That's really a wonderful thing. So I guess I'll leave it right there.